Hello, dears, and welcome to Al-Hussaini Virtual Lab, Pathology Talks, Tips, and Practical Tips. Today, we're going to address yet another important tip, which is how really to identify microvascular proliferation in the setting of a primary brain tumors. And we know that microvascular proliferation resumes the appearance of a glomerulus. This is why we call it sometimes a glomeruloid microvascular proliferation. However, it might not be always easy to identify. A small tip or a trick is actually to use GFAP immunostain. While we use it most frequently in order to look for the positivity or negativity of the tumor cells with GFAP to support their glial origin, I frequently use them to look for the negative staining that we see in association with microvascular proliferation. And you'll be surprised, sometimes you search for microvascular proliferation on H&E, you cannot detect it, and then with GFAP, it's all there. So this is very important, as we all know, because it supports a higher grade tumor in the setting of astrocytoma would be consistent with glioblastoma. This is another example. There is microvascular proliferation or not quite sure. The GFAP beautifully highlights the microvascular proliferation. So I do not just look at the positive staining for the tumor cells. I really search for the negatively staining microvascular proliferation. This is a case of ependymoma, anaplastic ependymoma, and there is microvascular proliferation or not. This is the same focus with GFAP, beautifully illustrating the microvascular proliferation. Now, even at a frozen section, especially in smears, if you look carefully, you will identify thick-walled blood vessels. Sometimes this is a beautiful glomeruloid structure that would support really the diagnosis of high-grade glioma, even on imprint. If you look for these vessels specifically, you will find them. So to sum up, we have microvascular proliferation on H&E. Sometimes it's easy to detect, others it is not. When I'm not quite sure, I resort for GFAP immunostain, where the negative staining will highlight the microvascular proliferation. And then on frozen section imprints in particular, if you look for those specific proliferations and formations, you will find them to support the diagnosis of high-grade glioma. I hope you find this tip useful in your daily practice. Thank you.